Ladies and gentlemen, it's 5 a.m. I'm dead, but let's go to our 6th Liga MX stadium. Bosh! Yes, guys, touchdown here in Torreón. Honestly, I know it's a Sunday, there's not many people, but really it is so quiet. Bearing in mind it's a city, I've seen hardly anyone around here. It's a really nice place so far. But yeah, very different to the other places I've been to here in Mexico. Not many tourists or anything like that. I've seen a few sort of bits of graffiti ahead of the game for today. Not so much for the game, but like graffiti of the club and things like that. So we've actually arrived here super early. It's only 11 a.m. I can't really check into my Airbnb until about 2. So we're going to walk around a little bit. I'll probably overlay some videos of the city just to give you guys an idea of what it looks like. But yeah, no one here at all. So yeah, we're gonna go get something to eat, chill out, see if we can watch Liverpool against Man City, which is playing right now. And yeah, we've got time to kill. We've got plenty of time. The game doesn't start till 5, so we've got plenty of time. I'm a bit tired, bearing in mind I was up at 5 a.m, but we're doing okay. Right now we're doing okay. But yeah, let's have a little walk around Torreón and yeah, see what the vibe is. One thing I want to say is, I don't know if you can see the gentleman here like climbing down the stairs. He was climbing all the way up the top of that with no harness or anything. If that was in the UK, someone would be going mental. But yeah, now Mexico's built different. Also, I wanted to show you this goal. Last week was Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead. So there's still a few decorations and things still up. But this is the main square, so I'm going to show you around. But there's not loads to see. I mean, it is so quiet. I mean, it's a Sunday morning, so it makes complete sense. But yeah, this is the main square. I really like this goal. The gentleman is still over there doing something, but honestly, that's crazy. I had to show that. What's going on, guys? In the Airbnb, I'm not going to lie to you, I pretty much crashed out as soon as I got here about an hour or so ago. In the build up to that, I was just walking around Torreón. It's a really nice place from what I can tell so far. I feel like I've seen a lot of the town, city. I don't really know if it's a town or a city. It's a very small place, I can say that much. But as it's a Sunday, almost everything is closed. There's a couple of restaurants open, a couple of parks and things like that. So I had a little walk around. Really nice day outside. Very hot. That's been the whole theme of this weekend. If you've seen the video yesterday in Monterrey watching Tigres, if you haven't, obviously go back and watch that. But if you have, you'll know just how hot it has been this weekend. So yeah, we're going to get dressed in a minute. Or actually, I'll probably go like this. I don't know why I said I'll get changed. I'll probably go like this. Probably head off in about 15-20 minutes. But yeah, let's talk a little bit about what this game means. Okay, so let's talk about this game. Basically, Santos Laguna, they're playing against Pachuca. So when the weekend started, before a single ball was kicked this weekend, Santos Laguna were very much so still in the playoff race. They knew that they needed some other teams to lose their games, and that if they could win here today against Pachuca, then they will be involved in the playoffs. But last night, very sadly, in the last few minutes in the match between Cruz Azul and Pumas, where Cruz Azul had a chance to go top going into the playoffs, they blew it. They were winning 2-1. And then Pumas scored 2 late goals to make it 3-2, meaning that Pumas have clinched that final spot in the playoffs. So unfortunately for Santos Laguna, this game doesn't mean an awful lot to them. It's just a matter of pride. However, for Pachuca, their opponents for today, they are in the playoffs. But if they can win today, they'll climb the table. They'll go into one better position, meaning that they'll have a slightly better chance of getting into the actual playoffs, because right now they are 8th. And if they win today, they'll go up to 7th, meaning that they'll have home advantage going into their knockout game with Juarez, I believe. So, still a lot to play for here in this game. Not so much for the home team, Santos Laguna, who we've actually come here to see, but in terms of their opponents, Pachuca, there's still something on the line here today. So, let's see what we can get out of this game. And yeah, let's hope for a good one. What's going on, guys? It's Future Sam. There's a few things that I want to mention before going into this video. And the first thing is that actually, let's go back into the light so you can see a bit clearer. So the first thing I wanted to mention, actually, when I first came to Mexico for the first ever time, I went on ChatGPT and basically asked them who I should support. And the club they mentioned was this club here, Santos Laguna. So for that reason, I'm so excited to check them out, because I need to see why ChatGPT told me that. And also, on the other team today, Pachuca, there's a few notable players, but none more so than Enner Valencia. If any of you are Premier League fans, if you are fans of West Ham United, you will know Enner Valencia. Turns out that he used to play for Pachuca here in Mexico before going to Europe, and now he's back at the age of like 37, 39. Sorry, 37-38. He's got a little bit about him, so yeah, we'll go to the stadium, see what he's like, and yeah, at this point, let me know what your score predictions are, but what I can say that this is one of my favourite stadiums I've ever been to, so make sure you stick around to the end to see why. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here at the Estadio Corona, the stadium of Santos Laguna. One hour out from kickoff. There's not too many people here at the moment. One thing I do want to mention is, I don't know if you can see it in the background, there's a church in the grounds. Now, I can't explain this. I've never seen a church inside the grounds of a football stadium. If anyone can explain, if it's to pray for good results, then let's hope that they get a good result today. I have no idea why. But yeah, I'm very excited to get in there. My hair is going crazy. Estadio Corona. Let's see what you're all about. Yes guys, we are here at the Estadio Corona. We are inside the stadium. Look how cool this is. Look at this. Look how cool this stadium is. It's so open, so much space to walk around. There's so many bars, so many stalls to go and buy some food, drinks. The flags over there in the background, I don't know if you can see them, probably indicate that there's some different types of foods as well. This place is a proper vibe. It might be the last game of the season for Santos, no playoffs for them, but this place is on fire. This place is on point. I'm a big fan of this. Got the sun in the background there. Let's get into the game. Come on, guys. This is us, guys. This is our seat. Look at the view. We are right in the action here for Santos Laguna against Pachuca. What an experience. I'm so excited for this one. It might not mean so much for Santos Laguna, but doesn't matter. The fans are here. The atmosphere is good. The atmosphere is buzzing, in fact. So yeah, let's get into the action. I can't wait. Look at us. I don't think I've ever been... It's very rare that I'm this close to the action in Mexico. So yeah, got a lemonade. As you can see there, I got a lemonade, so we're ready, refreshed. Yesterday I didn't tell you guys, but I didn't drink a single thing during the game and I was dying. So this time we sorted it out, got ourselves a lemonade, and yeah, so excited. Let's get into this, boys and girls. I just realised we are sat right next to the Ultras. Honestly, this might be my favourite Liga MX experience yet. We'll have to find out, but so far, sitting next to the Ultras, so close to the pitch, I don't know, it's looking good so far. We have a free kick early in this game, but I'm not gonna lie guys, I cannot hear anything. This lot are going mental. They are lovely. They've been put out 2 or 3 minutes into the game. I've barely watched a single second yet because of this lot, their class. The fact that it's not the biggest turnout, I'll be honest, you can see quite a few empty seats, but they are going for it. And hold on, we're gonna see this free kick, see what happens here. We're about 20 minutes into the game and the fans are still going for it. Even game so far. Santos Laguna probably had some of the better chances, but nothing yet. It's all 0-0, but the fans, I think they're going to go all 90 minutes. We're going to stay with this one. I don't even know if you can hear me. It'll be interesting to hear when I go to edit this video whether you can hear my voice. But look how cool this view is. This might be one of my favorite stadiums in Mexico so far. I'm in love with this place already. Not sure what goes wrong with the audio at this point in the video. I'm very sorry about that, but I'll explain anyway what I was talking about. Basically, I was saying here it was 0-0 at halftime. Very few chances to really talk about. But I was talking to the people, and shout out to that guy behind me. I was talking to the people in front of me, and they were super, super kind. I basically explained what I was doing. And they just gave me this t-shirt for no reason. Really did not have to do it. But I'll show you at the end of the video, so make sure to stick around to see what it looks like. Gone away for 2 seconds to go get some food, and look at the state of it. This is the halftime entertainment. A minute ago they had a hot dog eating competition. Honestly, I love Mexico, man. Mexico is so funny. What on earth have I come back to? We're just going to see how this plays out, because I have no idea who's dressed up as what. Honestly, I couldn't tell you what they're dressed up as. I really couldn't tell you, but we're just going to let this play out. Let's see what happens here. I see one is dressed up as the mascot of the club. That makes sense. There's a number 1. I don't know what that grey thing is. There's 2 blue things as well. No idea. Oh, here we go. Gonna finish the line. Wow. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back to the seat. 1-0 to Santos Laguna, and it's a moment that they've really deserved. I mean, hold on. Whoa. Sorry, I had to stop there for the Mexican wave. Obviously, you can see it going around. Yeah, 1-0 to Santos Laguna, and they deserve this moment. Now, you can hear the fans in the background going absolutely mental. This isn't because they've scored. I'm actually saying this about 5-10 minutes after they scored the goal. They're still just screaming and shouting. They've got banners now showing the trophies that they've won here in Mexico. They are so proud. I've never met a group of fans so proud. I've never met a group of fans so proud of their club. 1-0 to Santos Laguna, and it doesn't really matter if they've qualified for the playoffs or not. The thing is that they're winning this game, and that's all that matters right now, because it's Santos Laguna lot. Full time here, Santos Laguna pretty much, in a couple of seconds left, but it's about to be full time. And fair play to this lot, some of the best fans I've ever seen. I mean, looking around the stadium, there's a lot of empty seats, but the ultra section, I've been going crazy all game. Maybe because it's a smaller stadium, I'm sat right next to them, I feel it a bit more. But man, what a stadium, what a place. Much love to the fans of Santos Laguna. Some of the best fans I've ever seen in Mexico. I'm a massive fan of them. Wow, what a group of fans. 1-0 Santos Laguna. At least they got to finish the season with a win, and that's what matters. Look at the lot. Look at them. Damn, what a set of fans. I'm a massive fan of this. Shout out to Santos Laguna. Full time here, officially lights out. 1-0 Santos Laguna, and it's a big win. Doesn't mean much in the grand scheme of things. It means that Pachuca won't go up to 7th place. They stay in 8th. But for Santos Laguna, they're not going to qualify for the playoffs. But you wouldn't know that by looking at the reaction here. Big stuff. Love my time here. Thank you ever so much to the people that I've spoken to here at the stadium. Let's get back home and let's reflect on everything that we've seen, not just today, but this weekend. What's going on, guys? What a weekend. This is the day after the Santos Laguna game, and honestly, when I got back to the Airbnb last night, I was so tired. So I decided to take the night off and then record today to share my experiences. And wow, what a game. Honestly, I absolutely loved my time at the Estadio Corona here in Torreón for Santos Laguna. The fans were incredible. I was a little bit nervous because they weren't going to qualify for the playoffs. So I was thinking, you know, I don't really know what the vibe's going to be like, but in fact, it was incredible. Okay, the attendance was low, but the ultras were incredible. They were singing non-stop. They had their drums, they had the music, they had their banners. I mean, they even had banners showing how many trophies, how many Liga MX titles they've won. It was such good fun. And I actually made friends with the people sat in front of me, and they gave me this T-shirt. Let me show you. I don't know if you can see this in the screen right now, but it's such a cool T-shirt. Actually, before the game, I went into the club shop, just looking at what they have generally. I didn't record in there just because I felt like it was a bit weird to record in there. But they had a lot of cool things, but I was just not 100% sold on anything in there. There was one shirt, like football shirt, that I kind of liked, but I didn't know the price. And like, I'm kind of working on a bit of a budget. So I said, nah, it's okay. Anyway, I get into the stadium. I'm recording a bit for the channel. And the people in front of me just said, hey, like, where are you from? And I said, the UK. And they were like, oh, what are you doing here in Torreón? And I said, I'm trying to go to every stadium in Mexico, and just kind of explain the challenge. And then without even thinking, with no hesitation, they decided to give me this T-shirt. I took a photo with them later after the game as well. And honestly, it was just such a welcoming atmosphere. Even me recording, like, I'm still getting used to recording in public and things like that. So I still get nervous about it. And, you know, everyone was really nice. Everyone wanted to see what my Instagram was. If you don't follow me on Instagram, now's the time to plug it. But yeah, it was such a cool experience. The stadium itself, it felt like a baseball stadium. You know, you're able to walk around. You're able to go and get different types of food. It's just something that you don't really get in other stadiums here in Mexico. And yeah, I'm not going to lie, I absolutely loved it. It's a bit of a difficult place to get to because, I mean, you can fly to Torreón, but it's a small place, so flights are expensive. The best thing to do really is to fly like what I did to Monterrey and then take the bus or something to get from Monterrey to Torreón. It's not ideal, but I'm so happy that I've come out here. It's been a journey worthwhile. And yeah, I don't know where's next, guys. You're going to have to let me know where you want me to go next. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm not too sure what it's going to look like yet. I'm going to have to look at all of the videos I've put together. And then, yeah, hopefully in editing, make it look really good as well. But no, to any of the fans that I've met here at in Torreón, thank you ever so much for making me feel welcome. Sometimes as a British person who's, Spanish is okay, but it's not, top. So sometimes it can feel a little bit weird, or sometimes you feel a little bit out of place. But to the people that I spoke to, thank you ever so much for, the gestures that you showed to me. I've loved it. This kind of sixth stadium is going to be a special one. I've really, really enjoyed it. So yeah, if you enjoyed this too, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. And as I say, let me know where you think I should go next. And until next time, guys, peace out.